I be freestyling this stuff too. Straight freestyle. I don't write it down like Jay. That's crazy. I'm gonna start writing stuff down though.
Yeah, you
It'll
need
come out
to.
better.
Yeah, it
Come out
definitely
real
makes
better.
a difference.
It does. Lessons to legacies. Welcome. Lesson to legacy. Welcome inside my lesson to legacy. Welcome to the conversation. The conversation. Where we get that guapito. The conversation. Where we get guapito. That's Spanish. But listen, you know, I came home, I always talk about felonies and talking about gun rights. And I came home and I saw one of my friends, he had got his gun. And I saw him posted on IG. So I hit him. I said, yo, well, what you doing with a what you doing with a hammer? You did 2 federal bids. Bleed. I said, dang. So I hit him. I said, bro, how did you get your gun rights back with 2 federal charges that you did, 2 different bids? So he gave me the lawyer number. And the lawyer name was Mike Massey. Which went on to be a judge now. So, that's how I know that with him going to get them rights back, it was official. Anytime a lawyer who is now a judge. So I called the lawyer and he said, he charged me $4,500. And I ended up talking to somebody else who got their gun rights back in the state. And they had a body. And just so happened, another guy during the time when I went to go get my license back, he had a state charge and he had like a couple bodies back in the day. But it didn't matter, for a state. But a lot of people get it confused when they say, yo, well, federal, you definitely can't get it back. Mm-hmm. Everybody who they call lawyers saying, no, you can't have it back because you need a pardon from the president. So I ain't understand it. So I'm like, okay. So I even called, before I called the lawyer back, I called my man back and I said, bro, everybody's saying you need a pardon. So he said, man, well, I got mine back. So if you want it, you go get it. If not, then I know to tell you. So I called the lawyer up. So the lawyer said he needs me to go get 2 character letters from some people, whoever it may be, not kin to you. And I went and got 2 letters. I even got one of the letters was from a guy who was a retired cop in New York. So I ain't saying that that's why I, got it back because of him, but just so happened. What's up, Clarence? I think Clarence be across Newport News. Do you know Clarence?
Clarence.
They used to do the parties and stuff back in the day.
Nah. What's his last name?
He be tearing the book. Man, Clarence do so much stuff. I can't think of Clarence's name. He can be mad with me because I didn't think of his name. But he wrote me a letter, and I got somebody else to write me a letter. But I got the character letters. But now to take you back, certain people go and do it on their own. Now, you don't got to go pay no lawyer. I'm going to always tell you, I ain't going to give you the direct information on how to do it with, as far as the actual form to get. But now you can actually go down to the courthouse and ask the clerk them, how can I get on the docket? What sheet can I fill out to, because I want to get my gun rights back. I need to fill out because I want to get on the docket. That's the whole thing. You want to get on the docket to see the judge for your gun rights. Mm-hmm. So once you get on the judge, and once you get on the docket, now you can say, all right, boom. Now go and get all your character letters and all that. Mm-hmm. And then when you
can you explain what a character letter is?
Okay. Well, first, before I say that, let me backtrack on that. And wherever you got your case, wherever you got your felony out of, that's the city that you got to go back to.
Okay.
All right. So now a character letter is a letter with somebody explaining who you are.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Explaining your character. You know what I mean? Explaining how they know you.
Mhm.
Well, what are the things that you might have done? You know, like for us, like we did. You know, he remember when I was into the music and all that because
Yeah.
he actually put on one of the shows and me and him also did some charity stuff and all that. So he was able to say, X, Y, Z. So that was a good person to actually write on something that I did for the community. So a letter based off, what you actually done and who you are.
Okay.
But like I said, you can go down there and get on the docket yourself. And I think it costs less than $100. I know it's less than $200
Mhm.
to actually fill out that form and go ahead and get you on the docket.
Mhm.
Um, and so once you fill out all the proper paperwork, go in front of the judge. I had all my paperwork. I remember the day I went in front of the judge, and the prosecutor was already off top, like he agreeing he don't want me to get it. First thing he's saying is, I only been on probation for, I think at the time, a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But like my lawyer said, yes, he's off probation. You have to go through probation to get off. So he acceded and did everything he was supposed to do. So all that, him only being, it could have been one day off. Like,
you did your justice.
I did my justice on that.
Mm-hmm.
He had came and said, and I was staying in a whole nother state. So he also came and said, then plus the defendant, he also stay in a whole nother state. Again, my lawyer like, what that don't have nothing to do with where he stay or anything. He got a business,
Mm-hmm.
he got a family, he got he had the right to, to protect himself again. He been doing good. That's what I see. Then he even came into saying how I had a big case, a big drug case, RICO, and this and that. He actually broke that down too,
Right.
At the end of the day, all that don't matter when you do what you're supposed to do. Right?
Right.
So they ruled that I can get my gun rights back. Now, this is the trick.
How long did that process take?
To get on the longest was because it was actually during COVID. It was right after COVID. It was right after COVID. Before COVID. It was after COVID. It was after COVID, and the courts and stuff was still kind of backed up and stuff. So the whole process was me just getting on the docket.
Right.
Once you get on the docket, it's either yes or no. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we went in front of them, argued. The longer your charges go back, they're still gonna say something, but they'll give it to you.
Right.
But this is the whole trick, and the whole thing is, I didn't get it back federally. I got it back with the state.
Okay.
Now, people say, well, you don't got to, well, how you get your gun rights back federal if, how you able to carry it because you had a federal charge? The whole thing is, once you get your gun rights back state, you just can't carry it on no federal grounds. So you can't take it to the airport or whatever. You just Google whatever federal grounds is. I don't want to carry my gun on no federal grounds, right? I remember when I did have my gun right, I used to put it on the airplane. You can actually pack it up and stuff and carry it to wherever you're going.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to do that. I don't want to do that now. I don't need to do that. You know what I mean? But you can still have your rights.
Right.
Right? Being a federal inmate. I repeat, you can still have your gun rights with the state, being a federal inmate, and still carry your weapon. Now, a person to say, well, what did you get stopped in the whole? You got all your stuff straight. Like,
there shouldn't be a problem.
It shouldn't be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I know for a fact, again, it shouldn't be a problem because the lawyer who put me in front of the judge and said, with my paper that said they gave my rights back, he said, just don't go on federal grounds with it. Now, if I want to go on federal grounds with it, I'll go and try to get a partner and all that. But why I need to do that? I don't need to do it.
Right.
Buying what? Oh, about buying the gun?
You can't actually
So now, true. So now, my man, when he went in, now I ain't gonna. I don't know if he was lying or not, but he said when he went and got the first one, he said he went and bought the first one. Do you know if that to be true or not? I don't know. He said he went and bought the first one. He said when he bought the first one, they gave it to him, but then he went back to go get the second one, and they told him, no, he can't get it. So I still advise you, don't go and just down there and try to get it. Just like you said, just get it gifted to you. And do you want to say the process of that? Just have somebody just go and sign it over to you, right? So, so you can carry a gun. Now some people say, man, well, I'd be nervous and this and that. Well, hey, I mean, I understand, but once you say, listen, I got the paperwork for Kansas State, but it's not even going to show up that you're a federal inmate. It ain't like that, oh, you're a federal inmate, especially once you got all your rights and everything back.
Okay.
You got your voting rights back. You know what I mean? You got your gun rights back. What do you think they're going to pull you over and say, hey, man, you're a federal inmate, you can't have a gun? But even then, if you got that, what is the law that you're actually breaking? I'm not on federal grounds with it, and I have my license to say I can carry it right now in this state. So it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Like I'm saying, you can pay a lawyer and just tell them, even if you tell you no, you can't happen, just tell them, Zach, show them this video. Show them this video and.
So if if you were to get pulled over with a gun and you had everything in order, what should you do in that space? Like, how do you approach it? Like when they walk up to you?
Well, they already know you got it from your license plate.
Okay.
I mean, if you're in a car with your name on it,
okay,
it shows that you registered.
got it.
You know what I mean? So they already know. You know what I mean? So we all know. And you can get your concealed because Blaze got it concealed. He got it concealed too. 2 federal charges, he got it concealed and everything. So you mean to tell me I'm getting stopped? I got my concealed paperwork. I got my concealed on me. And it says I have to stay. That I got my license back in the state. What the hell they gonna fuck with me for? What are they gonna bring up in there that for? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have everything
Already out. And it's on the dash.
Okay.
But yeah, man, crazy story though. Crazy story. I feel like Fat Joe telling a crazy story. You know what I mean? And shit just don't seem real, but everything really as a mug. Man, listen, me and bruh man, I can say his name. He's my guy, man. Me and bruh man riding, going to go get one of my friends out of jail, found him out. He was in New Jersey. It was either Muddy Water, I think it was Muddy we was going to go get. And bro said, yo, I don't carry my gun. And I'm like, damn, we don't really need to be going to the judge and that. He was like, yeah, man. But, and at the time, like I said, this like 20 years ago, probably longer. And I'm like, man, all right, cool. I'll take it, put it in the glove compartment, and we ride. Get on the turnpike. You already know we smoking and stuff. You know what I mean? That's probably gone. We riding. Bro, sleep. Damn, see the police behind him. I'm like, bro, police. You wake up, you like, damn. We don't got nothing on us but the gun. Pull us over. So how it is, when they put us over on the turnpike, so we on, the side of the road, and he comes on bro man's side. And sitting there, I got my hand on the steering wheel. He pulled up. So bro man got his hand up there too. You know what I mean? Because we already hearing all kind of stories and all that stuff, even though you've been up there 1,000 times.
Right.
But never in the mind of we got the gun with us. Right. Even though we carried guns and stuff up there. Like, it was a point of, I know we're going to the courthouse. We're going to buy work. That's different. You know what I mean? The whole, you know what I mean? Because it's like, if we're going to get caught with the work, we're going to get caught with the gun. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, policeman asked me off the bus, Spanish dude, whole uniform on, whole state trooper uniform on. He's sitting in the window. A bro man of the window. Bro man sitting right here. It's like his face is like, hey, this bro man face. I mean, this is the police face. I'm bro, man. He was like this. hey. The man said license and registration. It's like he's sniffing everything. By this time, once the lights came on and all that, me and bro, man, we both weren't even thinking about the gun. I'm gonna tell you. I only know if he even said nothing. I can't even remember. But I'm thinking I'm cool. Bro, man, go with the glove. No, I go. I said, open the glove compartment. Open the glove compartment is like the jump fell in slow motion. Jump came down. Boom. It's like the gun light did a, you know how the glove compartment fall? And the gun said, pop, did a pop up like that. Me and bro, man, both looked at each other. The man pulled the gun out and had the gun in bro man's face and my face. Don't effing move. Just don't effing move. And he's pointing, and he's, bro, you understand? Bro man right there, I'm like this. Ah! Ah! I'm yelling. Bro man like this. Ah! We like, bro, the nigga was like this. Bro, listen to me. I ain't never been so scared in my life, man. Ain't never been so scared in my life. I've never been so scared in my life. That's some true, that's a true story, bro. Scared to death, man. But bro man ended up getting that gun back. Still told me he still got the gun to this day. Yep. Because it was in his name and everything. But I don't know. We was in Jersey. I don't know how that shit worked then, but he ended up getting it back. Yep. But we could have, but listen, but from just not acknowledging that we had the gun and all that kind of stuff. Because that was the reason why he said, he's like, man, it's in my name, we cool, this and that. All right, cool. You know what I mean? But the not acknowledging.
It could have been way worse.
He had the gun, and he saw that right there. He could have killed both of us.
Yes.
One time, for the policeman for not killing him. With that ball for, hey man, it could have been.
Let's see how you screamed again. What you?
Hey, crazy. And Brahman over there screamed, but his voice was deep. Oh! But yeah, man. But you know, like I say, man, felonies, federal, y'all can go get y'all gun. It'll be state. You can go file for get a pardon and get it back federal, but you can just keep it state and just don't go on federal grounds. Like, it worked. And go get your concealed. So one time for the felonies gonna get their guns back. Protection. Protect yourself. That one.
That one?